Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8. Today, the second day of February 2023. I am Chinere Omai. First, the major headlines. Governor Ikpeazu imposes fresh ban on Keke Napep to check crimes. FEC approves refunds of 15.569 billion naira to states for road construction. Pay new note over the counter. CBN orders commercial bank. We'll take commercials right back with details and many more. Stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. Abia State Governor Okezie Ikpeazu has announced a fresh ban on the operations of tricycle riders in the state in view of the escalating crimes being recorded. This is contained in a statement on Thursday by the Secretary to the State Government, Barrister Chris Ezim. By this ban, keke operation in the state are to be restricted within the hours of 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily. After careful assessment of other candidates vying for the Abia North senatorial seats in the forthcoming February 25th polls, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu of the All Progressives Congress (APC) has been declared as the most credible and dependable one. Kalu, the presiding senator of the zone at the National Assembly, was bestowed with the feat by political wards of Ohofia local government area on Wednesday at Ohofia South State constituency, where he visited in furtherance of his re-election campaign. Ahead of the February 25th and March 11th federal and state elections, the member representing Ikuano Umuahia North, Umuahia South Federal Constituency, Abia State Rep Samuel Onibo, has appealed to Christian youths in the country to actively take part in the processes. He also dismissed insinuations that active engagement of Christian youths in politics would drag the church to the mud. The lawmaker, who spoke on Wednesday at an interactive hall meeting in Umuahia with the Nigeria Christian Youth Forum (NCYF) Abia Central Senatorial District, said there was no doubt that the youths are future leaders. The Supreme Court on Thursday dismissed an appeal by the People's Democratic Party (PDP) seeking to restore the nullification of the participation of Osun State's former governor Gboyega Oyetola and his deputy Benedict Alabi in the July 16, 2022 governorship election. Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court in Abuja had, in a judgment on September 30, 2022, nullified the participation of Oyetola and Alabi in the governorship election on the grounds that their nomination forms were endorsed by an acting chairman of APC, who was also a serving governor of Yobe State, Mai Mala Buni. Justice Nwite's judgment was set aside by the Court of Appeal Abuja in a judgment in December last year, a decision the PDP appealed to the Supreme Court. The Lagos State Police Command has declared one Tachundin Bakare alias Oba Ogboni wanted for threatening public peace and illegal possession of firearms. Bakare, who also addressed himself as the first president of the Supreme Body of Ogboni Association Worldwide, was seen in a viral video on social media earlier in the week, wielding a pump-action rifle and threatening public peace on the streets of Lagos. The Federal Executive Council (FEC) has approved a total sum of 15.569,016,812 naira for various contracts under the Ministries of Works and Housing, Education and Industry, Trade and Investment. Of these amounts, the council, presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, on Wednesday, approved 9.686,556,583 naira for the Works and Housing Ministry for a refund of funds expended by Plateau and Borno states on federal roads. Briefing correspondents after the meeting, Minister of Works and Housing Babatunde Fashola said the refund is for such expenditure incurred before the cut-off date of July 26, 2016. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has directed deposit money banks to commence the payment of the redesigned Naira notes over the counter, subject to a maximum daily payout limit of 20,000 Naira. The directive is coming on the heels of business grinding to a halt over the scarcity of the redesigned notes, having deposited old notes with the commercial banks. The CBN reiterated its commitment to Nigerians to ensure the effective distribution of the newly introduced Naira banknotes, urging them to exercise patience as the CBN is working assiduously to address the challenge of queues at ATMs. The police on Wednesday arraigned a man, Edmond Uzoma, before a Yaba Magistrate Court, Lagos State, for alleged bigamy. Uzoma was arraigned before Magistrate Adeola on 3 counts of bigamy and falsification of information on a marriage certification. The prosecutor, Idowu, told the court that Uzoma, while having a wife, contracted another wedding with one Sophia at a wedding registry. A cleric, Paul Oyewole, has been arraigned before a chief magistrate court in Ondo Town, Ondo State, for allegedly publishing and posting his obituary on social media in order to evade repayment of 3 million naira owed his church member. The 43-year-old pastor was dragged to court for fraudulently obtaining 3 million naira from one Boyede Emmanuel under the pretense to pay back the money within 7 days, which he reneged. While on foreign scene, the Nigerian consulate in Johannesburg, in partnership with the South Africa Police, has effected the arrest of 4 policemen for allegedly beating a Nigerian into a coma. The news agency of Nigeria gathered that the policemen were arrested on Wednesday at the Boksburg North Police Station by the Independent Police Investigative Directorate. And that brings us to the end of the news at 8. But before we go, a recap of the major headlines. Governor Ikpeazu imposes fresh ban on Keke Napep to check crimes. FEC approves refunds of 15.569 billion naira to states for road construction. Pay new notes over the counter, CBN orders commercial banks. For these and many more, log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng. You can also follow us on any of our social media platforms displayed on screen. Have a lovely night rest. I am Chinyere Omahe.